What's going on? This is RJ here, and I wish I had better news to report, but sadly, the takeover of video games continues. Electronic Arts was just bought by Saudi Arabia, of all places. Of course, you know, that country, very corrupt. It's a very corrupt country. And I have a lot of things to say about this, none of it good. So if you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like on the video. I apologize for my voice. I've been losing my voice yelling at the freaking Ravens and yelling at other sporting events. So bear with me. But we're going to read this article from theweek.com and then we will discuss. So, what happened? Electronic Arts, the video game giant behind The Sims and Madden NFL, announced Monday that it had agreed to be acquired by investors, including Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund, Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners, and private equity from Silver Lake. The $55 billion deal would be the largest buyout of a publicly traded company in history. So yeah, that's a story in of itself. We're going to continue in the article. EA is a sports gaming juggernaut, the New York Times said, and the deal is the Saudi fund's latest effort to advance into gaming and sports as it looks to diversify its investments away from oil. The buyout will be financed by a staggering $20 billion of debt, Bloomberg reporter Jason Shriver on social media said. The likely result will be some aggressive cost cutting, including mass layoffs and more aggressive monetization. So let me pause in the article. That's fucking great. As if EA didn't already put enough microtransactions in games. Get ready. Get your assholes puckered. There's about to be a whole lot more microtransactions in EA games. And, of course, I'm going to be following this up with stories about mass layoffs from EA, surely to follow, because anytime these acquisitions happen, mass layoffs follow. Why would you acquire shit? Why do companies do this? Why do countries now do this? Let's acquire shit and let's fire a bunch of fuckers. What is the point? You are acquiring something and then you're shredding it to pieces. This absolutely destroys a gigantic chunk of the gaming industry right here. And of course, Saudi fucking Arabia had to be involved. A country that's corrupt as hell, that pretty much holds oil over our heads in the United States. We should be done with Saudi. We should not be partnering with them. They should go fuck themselves. And yeah, I said that. Anyway, continuing the article, shareholders in EA, which has been publicly traded since 1990, would get $210 per share in cash under the deal, a 25% premium over the company's stock price before investors caught wind of the buyout, amid strong buzz about the upcoming release of Battlefield 6. Great. So now Battlefield 6 is going to be microtransaction to death. EA looks to be getting out while the getting is good. Let's pause on that thought for a second. EA, a company that's been around for decades, has decided, you know what? This is a good time to exit the video game industry because there's about to be a freaking crash. Let's sell out to Saudi. That ought to give you guys, some gamers out there, some confidence that the gaming industry is fine, right? For all those that said it's just fine. It's not fine. This is hair on fire disaster. Okay? So let's continue the article. They say, what's next? The Saudi involvement means the deal needs approval from national regulators on the Committee on Foreign Investment, but there are plenty of reasons to expect it will go through, the Associated Press said, along with Kushner being Donald Trump's son-in-law, the president could also be inclined to look favorably on any Saudi involvement because he has benefited directly from their spending. Now, outside of that article being, we're done with the article. Outside of that article being overtly political, this is an overtly political issue. No matter what you think about politics, politics has been inserting themselves in our video games for a decade with woke bullshit to begin with. Now, this past year, it's being inserted, politics is being inserted directly into our video games with shit going on like tariffs, making things more expensive, or at the bare minimum, making it to where companies now have cover to increase cost, but also increase their fucking profit margins. Now, we have politics getting involved on the global stage with Saudi Arabia owning EA. That is going to be a tough pill to swallow, especially when we know it's not just Trump, but every fucking president has basically dropped their pants, bent over, and took it from Saudi because they have the oil. You get what I'm saying? We always take it up the ass in the United States from Saudi Arabia and Israel. We always do. We always do. What happened to America first is what I have to say. America should own electronic arts. It should be American produced, American made. Instead, this is what we got. So, if you still want to support EA, go right ahead. I'm enjoying Madden right now. I'll see if there's any changes. Maybe they'll go make the fucking cheerleaders wear a hijab, because that's what they do over there. Maybe instead of seeing, I don't know, woke stuff in the promotional material, like rainbow bullshit all over the place, maybe with Saudi in control, they'll just, when it comes to that kind of crap, I don't know. I don't really care. The only thing I really care about is how are they going to fuck up our games with monetization, with increased microtransactions? How are they going to screw us over the gamer by cutting people, by firing people, and making it to where games take even longer to develop, or projects get canceled and we miss out on things now? That is the perspective I'm taking. This is not good news. This fucking sucks. And it should be denied to go through. But of course it won't be. It'll be passed through. And when it happens, I'm sorry to say, but it will be a sad day in gaming. Now, with that being said, guys, that's the end of the video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. RJ signing out. Have a good one.